All right, y'all, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving. Even though Thanksgiving was yesterday, hopefully everybody survived. Sometimes, being around family, it can be challenging for some people. Luckily, I don't have that problem with my family, but, I know some people do. So hopefully you survived. I know some people go the whole year healing, going through therapy, letting go of all of the trauma and everything that they have, went through in childhood and stuff like that, only for the holidays to come and you feel so compelled to, be around some of the people that, created that trauma and you kind of undo all of the healing and everything that you have done. And so, my heart goes out to people around the holiday season and that's not everybody, but it is, some people have been through a lot with their families. And, we have to understand that, and I preach that family is everything. Family is, family is everything, but family is not just blood. Family is the people that, you have created as family because of mutual respect, love, boundaries. I'm sorry, and and just everything else. Family is not always blood. Be around the people that's gonna uplift you, that's going to see your worth. People that's going to edify you in the whole nine yards. Don't be around people that's gonna constantly bring you down and constantly make you question your worth and reopen wounds and trauma. Let's try to avoid those things because honestly, we see this in love all the time when we do love readings. Is that some of you, the reason why you're so horrible in love and you attract the worst thing possible is because of childhood. Everything stems back to childhood. It's because you were doing the same thing that you watched your mother do. You're doing the same thing that you watched your father do. Are the exact same person that your father was to your mother. You keep attracting that same man over and over and over. And even for the guys, you end up attracting the same woman that your mother was. It was the same way for me in the beginning. In the beginning, and I didn't even know it. It was unknown to me that everybody I attracted was an Aries. Everybody was an Aries. And I always wondered why, everybody I dated, it was the same energy. It was a different person, but the exact same energy. And it wasn't until the very last person that I was like, you remind me of somebody. And I was like, I just can't put my finger on it. And when I was looking at it, I was like, oh my God, you remind me so much of my parents. My mom is an Aries and my dad is an Aries. And so that's what I grew up with. And if you know anything about Aries, Aries are very, they're very strong, bullheaded. You know, Aries are easily agitated, irritated, frustrated, mad at the world. They go from 0 to 1,000 just like that. And sometimes with an Aries, it's no reasoning with an Aries. The best thing that you can do is walk away and let them calm down. And some of them, they take days, weeks in order to calm down. It depends on how mature they are in that energy. Because, with every zodiac sign, it has its bad and it has its good. And it really depends on the person of where they are at in their energy. And so, my little analogy for Aries, Aries is always, like the kid when they're immature. Aries is always like the kid in the playground that is saying, well, nobody want to play with me. Nobody want to talk to me. And then it's like, well, why do you think nobody want to talk to you? Why do you think nobody want to play with you? Is it because you was just throwing rocks at people? Is it because you just threw a rock at this kid and you bust his head wide open and now they have to rush him to the hospital? It's like, come on, Aries, let's think about this. But Aries is a very fiery sign, and I'm not saying that they are the worst sign possible, because there's a lot of good things about an Aries as well, because we have to remember Aries represent the emperor. So when an Aries is very mature, they are in the divine masculine energy. They are in the energy of the emperor. And so just it's just very interesting, with the zodiac signs. But let's make sure that we are around people that is, we got to be around, we got to consciously be around people that we know that's going to support us and stuff like that, that's not going to bring us down. And we got to deal with our shit, because the more we don't deal with our shit, it carries over into love, it carries over into relationships, and then we wonder why we keep attracting the same person, the same energy, the same situation. And you know and we can even take the zodiac sign out of this, because when we are manifesting love and walking into love and we are unhealed, regardless of what that person's sign is, you're going to keep getting the same outcome. You can get the complete opposite sign and you will still experience the exact same thing, because you haven't healed. And we got to stop looking at, who had the biggest wrong. You had the biggest wrong because you cheated on me. Well, what did you do? Sometimes we enable these behaviors. Sometimes we are the reason that they're stepping out and doing the crazy things that they're doing. And yeah, we can say that, at the end of the day, a cheater is going to cheat no matter what. That is true. But sometimes we have things in us that we push people away. That, if you're cheat every single time, you turn around, you're withholding sex from your partner because that's what you seen your mom do. Come on now. You really think somebody is going to go, especially if you do it to the extreme, you really think somebody is about to go a long time without sex? No. That person is going to eventually find somebody on the side. They're going to end up finding somebody on the side. So every time you go through these little spills of not giving them sex, they like, oh, it's okay. I already got it from this person. It's the same way that, you see a lot of things that, in our community, in the black community, where it's like, well, every time I get mad at him, I'm just going to kick him out because I know he don't got nowhere else to go and stuff like that. Do you really think that this boy is going to keep going to his mom's house every single time you kick him out? That boy is going to find some other person that every single time you kick them out, they're going to have a whole nother family. They're going to have a whole nother relationship. And then when you get ready to have them to come back to the house, that's when they're just going to bounce back to you. And once we start opening these doors, that's when we create affairs and everything else, because that person, you're conditioning them that your behavior is every single time I do something wrong, you're going to kick me out. And so they're going to start developing some type of mechanism where I'm going to always have somebody on the side, so that when you kick me out, I'm going to have somewhere to go. I'm going to have somewhere to lay my head. I'm going to have somewhere to go that I can still get the same thing that I got here. And so, sometimes we got to understand the patterns and everything that we do. One of the things I hate more than anything, that you see a lot in our community, is when we use the kids as pawns and we use the police officers as pawns, where it's like, oh, I'm going to call the cops on you. And then it's like, well, keep bringing this toxic energy into a relationship. It start to be a little bit, it's not making it right, but it's a little bit understandable why the other person would do the things that they do. And sometimes breakups, which are the tower card, is necessary so that we can destroy everything that was built on this faulty foundation, so that we can go back and look at the damaging things that we did in order to build this tower as well. Because it was never one person building the tower. It's always two people. And that's why in the card, you always got two people jumping out on two different sides. where spirit is like, you go left, you go right, y'all ass need to split the fuck up. And then once you mature, you can come back and rebuild the foundation so that you can once again rebuild this tower. We got to start looking at the things that we do as well. And we analyze those things and fix those things by fixing the past. Just because we were exposed to it, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean that what we're doing is right. Just because, that toxic love worked for our parents, it doesn't mean that it's going to work for us in our relationship, especially considering that they grew up in a different time. I have heard so many stories of, some of these women, knowing that, every time their husband went to the garage, they were fucking a different woman from the block. And because of the time, that woman couldn't go anywhere. She wasn't even working. She was stuck in the house with, 6 kids, 8 kids, and so it's a different time. The things that, women went through and had to suffer, years ago is not the same as today. Now women can be independent. They can go out, they can get a job, they're in their career, they're making more money than men, they have their degrees and stuff. And so, the women today don't have to deal with all of the BS and bullshit that the women back then had to go through. And then, especially back then, it was a big push from the church. Every time it's something toxic, it's always the church. Then it was a big push from the church that the church was telling the woman that you got to be submissive. Telling them the story of Adam and Eve, that you came from his rib, that you are the lesser one in the relationship. You're the one that had to submit in the relationship. And so developing relationships where it's not even equally yoked and it's not even a real partnership because you're already telling one person that you're lesser than. That was the same thing that they did to us in slavery, that the white man is more powerful. The white man is more superior than us. And so it made us completely forget about our worth. Everything that was painted in the Bible was white. Everybody is white. White Jesus, white Samuel, white everybody, white Joseph. Knowing that when you really look at the description of how they were described in the Bible, it's like, okay, look, that's not white. the way they describe this hair, the way they describe that attitude, nah, that's not white, Playboy. And so we got to learn how to undo the trauma that has happened to us so that we can really be successful in love. And we're only going to be successful in love once we let go of that trauma and we stop allowing this trauma to consume us in so many different ways. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. Remember that divination is confirmation. I'm only going to be telling you things that your spiritual team has already revealed to you. If your spiritual team haven't revealed this to you, then by all means, don't listen to me. That means everything that I'm saying is not for you. If it haven't been revealed in a dream, through synchronicities, through numbers, through animals, and through all of these different ways that the ancestors use, technology, electronics, the ancestors are good with working with. If they haven't revealed it to you in any type of way, then baby, I can tell you now that it's not for you. You can listen, but don't think that it's for you. Shout out to Otter Spirit. Let's make sure that we're using our crystals. I have on my, which one am I touching now? I have on my green jade, which is really good for manifesting money, allowing money to come in, prosperity and abundance. And then, of course, I have on my rose quartz, which is good for love and self-love. And I also have my rose quartz on my arm with my elekes. So let's get into this reading. Let's see what Spirit have to say. Remember, guys, you can always go on Amazon or go to the publisher website, Writers Republic, in order to check out my books. The first one is The Emerging Butterfly. It's teaching you about a spiritual awakening and everything you need to know about a spiritual awakening. Connecting with the ancestors is teaching you how to build your ancestor altar and how to start working with your ancestors, giving you simple rituals and things that you can do. And then you have the 30-day journey teaching you the stories, the sacred story, which are the painted keys of the Orishas, so that you can start learning about the Orishas. The two ways that we learn about the Orishas is through the painted keys and through the Odu Ifa. Those are the two ways that we learn more and more about the Orishas. Thank you, Agun. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Sarabanda. Thank you, Risha. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Oladumaray. Thank you, Olarun. Thank you, Olafi. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. And remember, guys, that if you want to sign up for a reading, the link is going to be in the description, as well as the website for Otter Spirit is going to be in the description. It is always in the description of the video. You'll click on the description, you'll see what the video is about, and then right under that, that is when you will see the website for my stand store, and you will see the website for Otter Spirit. All right, let's get up in this reading and see what Spirit has to say. And remember, only take what resonates. If it's not for you, baby, it's not for you. Never force a reading to be for you. Whether you think that it's really good and you want it to be for you, whether you think, whatever. If it's not for you, it's not for you. You always take what a reader say and you go back to spirit and you meditate on it to see if this is what spirit really have for you. If this is for you, spirit will give you even more revelation than what I have given you. And honestly, to tell you the truth, spirit will give you that revelation before you even end up watching this video. Thank you, Spirit. We thank you for everything that you have done. Ashe. All right, what is in these cards, Spirit? What is it that you want to reveal? Starting off with a really good card. We're starting off with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, and we're starting off. I really don't like taking the whole book. What the hell is this? All right, it's just four. I was just gonna say, Spirit, come on now. I don't like getting the whole book. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. All right, we got 3 over here for the overall energy. What is the clarifier? I like how the clarifier just jumped out. Come on now. What is the crowning energy, Spirit? What is the crowning energy? Thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me. Thank you for that day you came in, broke the chain and set me free. Thank you for another chance. Gave me joy, now I can dance. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for one more day. You made the raindrops go away. Thank you, 'cause my pain is gone. I know it came to make me strong. Thank you for another chance. Gave me joy, now I can dance. Thank you, Lord. Look like we got a Emperor returning. We got an Emperor returning. Or this could be somebody going back to an Emperor. This could be somebody going back to an Emperor. actually the opposite this way around. This could be someone going back to an emperor. And remember that energies can be, vice versa. Keep that in mind as well. Energies can energies can be vice versa. You know, if I'm saying, hey, the divine masculine is doing this, and you're like, no, it's the divine feminine, then it's the divine feminine. For you. So take what resonates. Use your common sense. Use your intuition. As you're listening to any reader, whether it's me or whether it's someone else. You are make sure you are really make sure you're really using the intuition. Flip the energies as you need to. If you're the one in the wrong, then don't be thinking you're the one in the right. Take what take what resonates. Don't fool yourself. Fooling yourself is only gonna hurt you later, baby. Fooling yourself is only going to hurt is only gonna hurt you in the long run. It's only gonna hurt you in the long run. So somebody got some bad habits here. We got bad habits. And then we have rejected here. And then we got false flexing at the bottom of the deck. This is a very interesting reading. Very interesting reading. Even the hidden emotions. Oh my God. Confusion and bluff. Wearing a mask. Damn. Damn. Boy. Who energy is this? Who energy is this? Ooh. Somebody could be falling apart. Somebody can be falling the fuck apart. But we do have apology here, but I don't know how this apology gonna come. There's so much crazy shit. Hoping and somebody is cursed. And they got releasing. Somebody is releasing. But you got, of course, there's a twin flying. Every time when it's toxic as shit, there's a twin flying. Of course, there's a twin flying. Of course, there's going to be a twin flying. It's toxic. Of course, there's a twin flying. Twin flames are always toxic as shit. This is toxic as hell. This is I don't even see what's the point of the crowning energy. Uh, it's this is some toxic ass shit. And then somebody's being seen as the Queen of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands out here too. This no, this could be talking about, this could be talking about two. This could be talking about two different groups, two different relationships, because the challenge position by itself is talking about a gay relationship. You got the Emperor and the King of Wands, and the Emperor is someone older. This is a relationship where someone is older. It's a older, more mature person with a younger person that's cute. A little sexy little thing. Because the King of Wands is sexy. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, they're good looking. That's Oshun energy. Very sexy and good looking. Um, and so, this is a gay couple in the challenge position. But then in the overall energy, when you look at the overall energy compared to the King of Wands in the challenge position, this is a man and a woman. And so, this is going to end up talking about, you know, um, two different groups, two different, it's going to connect with, both a gay relationship and just a straight relationship. Flip the energies as needed. It's going to be a lesbian relationship, just both is in some type of, masculine energy. But, you know your situation more than anyone, you know your situation more than me. And so, once again, just, only take what resonates. Um, but ooh, it's a lot here. It's so much here. It is so much in this reading. All right, so we start off with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is all about safety and security. Ten of Pentacles is all about that family and home life. Ten of Pentacles is a very strong card, especially when it comes to love. And we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups out, which are both, the same thing, just different aspects. The Ten of Pentacles, it talks about the physical, the home, the person, you know, the safety, the security, the foundation of the relationship, long term view. Whereas the Ten of Cups, it talks about the emotional side, is being filled with passion, love, and romance. And so, someone is thinking about you know security. They're thinking about just the love that you could have had with this person. They're thinking about how things were, really good when you two were together. You know, this is someone that is really grounding themselves in the root chakra, where they are thinking, you know, just of how you've always been there. And to clarify this so that we can understand what the Ten of Pentacles is really out here to represent, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands out here, and the Queen of Wands is with the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning, and then we have it paired with the Five of Wands, which is fight and competition, ready to come in and fight. And then we have it paired with the Nine of Pentacles, where the Nine of Pentacles is abundance. Once again, it represents security, it represents the fruit of your labor, it represents a reward. And so, this is saying that, look, there is a Queen of Wands out here that is ready for a passionate new beginning. This is someone that's going to fight for you. This is someone that is going to, that see you as the reward. Now, because the Queen of Wands is already out, the Queen of Wands can also be representing as its opposite energy in the challenge position with the King of Wands. And so it's just coming back to once again say what it is that they want to communicate. And so, because both the King and the Queen of Wands is out here, these are not two different people, they're the same person. And so, um, that in and of itself is not what's making this a twin flame, you know, because these people are representing two different sides of what they want. Here is saying that this person is ready for a passionate new beginning, and they're ready to fight. They're ready to, get what it is that they feel is their reward. But then in the challenge position is saying that this person is going to communicate because they're reflecting on the emperor. And so this is a divine feminine that is looking to come back. Now, keep in mind, when we talk about divine masculine and divine feminine, it has nothing to do with gender. You know, a divine feminine can be a male. A divine masculine can be a female. It depends on what energy they're operating out of. Because, I can tell you now, I'm 100%, a divine feminine. Anyone that is tapping into spirit, like this, that they can channel and, do divination and do spell work and stuff like that. Baby, I know you don't want to hear it because a lot of people have put gender to divine masculine and feminine. But if you're able to do all of this, you're a divine feminine. It's the divine feminine that is able to be this intuitive, to be able to, work with spirits and stuff like that. Those are your, divine feminines. But your divine masculine normally would be the energy of, like working with a deity, and it could be specific to like working with just Orumula or working with just, Milegua or something like that. Your divine masculines can tap into spirit, just like a divine feminine, but not as easily. Not as easily. You know, the divine, the divine feminine is able to tap into spirit, using their intuition and everything else that they have this inner knowingness. Normally, when it comes to your divine masculine, they are stuck with doing divination only. Intuition just don't come to them like that. So but both is able to do the same thing. It's just, it's a little bit harder for one compared to the other. And it's vice versa in a lot of different things. There's things that the divine masculine can do that is a little bit harder for a divine feminine. So, like the divine masculine is really good at cutting people off. They can care less, at the end of the day. It's very hard for a divine feminine to do that because they're always in this nurturing energy trying to make things grow. And so, both have their plus and minuses, but, at the end of the day, you know, don't attach it to gender, but there's a divine feminine here that is, that is getting a very strong desire to start a passionate new beginning and to come in and fight and compete. And they're seeing, the divine masculine as like their reward, their safety, their security. But we have a lot of things here. There's confusion here where this person is very uncertain, and you have bluff where this person is pretending like, you know, they're pretending like they don't care. This is someone that is pretending like, oh, they got their shit together. I'm not really, worried about this person. I'm not really talking to this person. Nigga, you got the ace of wands out here, dick hard as a brick, jacking off, lusting, and you want to come with this fake ass mask like, you're not really stunned this person or you're not worried about this person. Like, get the fuck out of here. You are causing yourself your own confusion because you know what it is that you want, you know what it is that you desire, but this is someone that's trying to play like they don't care. But it's a strong mask that is being worn here where this person is trying to make it seem like they really don't need the other person, they're not worried about the other person, but yet you got a whole wand out here. you are burning in passion. You are burning in lust. You know, it's like, how the hell, you're talking about you're not worried about this person, but at the end of the day, you got cards out here of strong passion. You want to compete. You want to, this could be someone that is trying to get your attention, you know, um, in an indirect way where instead of saying, oh, I'm into you and I want you back, this is someone that is like, posting pictures and stuff on Instagram saying, look at me, I got bitches. Look at me, I'm able to pull. Look at me, like I never have to stay single. But at the end of the day, you only see this person as your safety, as your security. You only see yourself abundant with this person. We make love more complicated than what it have to be. It's like, why go through these games? Why pretend to be something that you're not? What is the purpose of this confusion when really there should be no confusion here because you know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you want. I don't get it. But this person is wearing a mask. This person is all of this passion and stuff inside of them, and they're hiding it. Wearing a mask, trying to pretend like, they don't care, trying to pretend like, it's whatever. And it's the same way with this. You have groupie where you could be someone that people are watching you. People, you're in the spotlight in some type of way. People are watching you. People are, like following you. People are subscribing to your YouTube. People are, you're increasing in followers on Instagram and Facebook. You are increasing followers on TikTok, or you could be a public speaker or something where you got people looking at you, and these people are, you have groupies. You have people that, you have people that really like you, admire you, respect you, that you're doing something, that you're in the public light, that people are saying like, I fuck with this dude, I fuck with this bitch. Like, this person, they know what they're talking about. They, they're able to articulate themselves very well. You're doing something that you're able to reach people on a level that they understand what you're talking about. It's relatable to them. And this person is trying to pretend like they're unbothered. Like they're unbothered that, you have all of these groupies and stuff that's, that's like, that's admiring you and that's looking up to you. This person is trying to pretend like they're unbothered, but it's like, bitch, you watching. Like, how can you be unbothered when you're watching yourself? How can you be unbothered when you even know that they have groupies? So clearly you doing some type of research. And so there's a strong masking energy in the overall energy that this person is trying to pretend like, they are trying to pretend like they don't want you. This is someone that's trying to pretend like they don't want you, but at the end of the day, this person sees you as everything. This person sees you as their home. This person sees you as, their very security. This is someone that feels safe around you. This is someone that feel that they can be themselves around you. This is someone that feel like they can let their hair down when they're around you. This is someone that feel like they can make mistakes when they're around you. But for whatever reason, there's a strong pretending. There's a strong pretending like, oh, you're nothing to me. Oh, I can do better. But it's like, why? Why is there such a a strong masking here? That would be the question for me. It's like, why pretend when this is what you really feel? Why is there a pretending here? Why is there such a strong pretending energy here in the overall energy spirit? Why is this person pretending when it's all of this passion and everything else that they feel? Why is there a strong pretending? Why is there a strong pretending spirit? Why is there a strong pretending in the overall energy? You cannot make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Again, you got the King of Wands that is burning with fire. They're burning with fire. The King of Wands, in and of itself, is a lustful card by itself. The King of Wands is someone that's very beautiful. The King of Wands is someone that's very seductive. Both the King and Queen of Wands. The Wands, in and of itself, it represents the male, private part. It represents the penis. And then you have it paired with the Strength card, and the Strength card is nothing but pure passion. And now the card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups, and so you got the Ten of Cups out in both decks. You got the King of Wands out in both decks. I don't know why this person is pretending. There is strong, there's strong passion here. There is strong passion here. And both is in the upright. There's so much passion and love here. I don't know why this person is pretending. Let me keep this out for now because I still want to know the answer. Like, Spirit, why is this person, pretending? You have confirmed now with all these goddamn decks that, this person is burning in lust. It's like, come on, why is this person pretending then? We make this shit more complicated than what it have to be. So we have the Page of Wands with the Seven of Swords. And so the Page of Wands can be a full blown witch. Now the Page of Wands, the actual meaning for the Page of Wands is, it's someone or it's a friend with good intentions. But Wands is spiritual, it's magic, as well as sex, and passion, because it represents the fire element. And then you have the mental here with the sword. Swords is mental energy. And so the Page of Wands is telling me the reason why this person is pretending is because of a Page of Wands. Now, this is someone that's lesser than both of your energies. How the fuck we get here? This is someone that's lesser than both of your energies. You're being seen as the emperor in this. They're being seen as the king and queen of wands. So whether, this person is a male or female of what you're dealing with, they're still being represented either the king or queen of wands. And this person that is here that is interfering of why this person is pretending is because of a page. This motherfucker is lower than everybody on the goddamn board. But this person is about to be betrayed because, this person that's being represented as the king and queen of wands is getting ready to betray this person with the seven of swords here. Now, this is someone that is disconnected from the page of wands, but the page of wands still have some type of influence over them because they're trying to pretend like they don't see you and they don't like you, all because of this page of wands. But at the end of the day, they're looking to portray the page of wands. That it's any day now, when you look at the seven of swords, he did not grab all seven of the swords. This is an energy of someone sneaking out like at the middle of the night, grabbing as much stuff as they can and ghosting the other person. This is someone that's saying, look, if all I can grab is five swords, then I'm gonna take what I can and I'm gonna leave and go out this motherfucking door. And then even the card at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups, which is a third party, an interferer. This is someone that's interfering with this connection. And so this is someone your person is with someone younger, and trying to fake the funk, trying to pretend like, you know, this is someone that could be, this is someone that could have used this as a boast too, where because you're older, and not saying, it's just saying you're older than this person, because you're being seen as the emperor, and the emperor is older than the king and queen of wands. And so you're older, and they left you for someone younger, but they're getting ready to leave this younger person. And this person interfered with the connection, and then right under that, you got the devil. You burning again. This is someone that is very, how we get here? How we get here? This is someone that has burnt everything around you, everything, every card I pull about you, King and Queen of Wands. You're burning. You're burning. You're burning with so much lust and passion for the other person. And it's more than just burning. You see this person as home, as safety, as security. You see this person as your reward, the fruits of your labor. It's like, so why are we, why, how, what the fuck? Bitch, get your life together. It's like, why are we here? And so, the overall energy is just, it's so, and now I can see the confusion. Because now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Bitch, you got me confused. You see this person as the Ten of Pentacles. You see the Emperor as your everything. You see them as the person you want to build a home with. You see them as your foundation. You see them as your security. You're burning with lust with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. You want to compete. You want to come and you want to compete. And you see this person as the fruit of your labor, but yet I see why you feel confused now, because this is someone that's with someone else. And so because of that, they're wearing a mask. They're wearing a mask, trying to pretend like they're not worried about this other person, but they are worried about you because they see that people are attracted to you now. And it's not saying that people are attracted to you in a way where people are knocking at your door, giving you flowers and stuff like that. But this is somebody that when the breakup happened, let me speak right. When you guys broke up, this person went to somebody younger, and you did something that you became a spotlight. Whether you start doing tarot card readings, whether you start, being more active on social media, whether you became a public speaker, a writer, something, you became something that you put yourself in the spotlight, and this person is watching you, and they know that you have groupies and people that are looking at you. People could be seeking you out for advice and stuff like that, and this person is looking, and they're seeing it, and they're trying to pretend like it's not phasing them. They're trying to pretend like they are unbothered by this, but this person is bothered, but you don't know because they're wearing a mask. It's like if you are still in communication or something with this person, you would never know how this person feels because of the mask that they got on. They're trying to pretend like, oh, this is nothing. That's just the collective. But it's like, well, it's more than a collective. If you dreaming about putting a dick in your mouth, gotta be a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying? Because these ones are very powerful in this reading, baby. And it's like, when you look at, these ones, every last one of these ones is being held in somebody's hand. It's kind of like you got a grip on this person, dick. Because it's like, this person is, very, very lustful. This person is thinking about you, but they're trying to pretend like This is someone that's trying to pretend like I'm not bothered by this. And this could be someone that, when you see them, they are very, straightforward, probably telling people, I'll never get back with the collective. That's not for me. But then at the end of the day, you're crying in the middle of the night. This is someone that's breaking down in the middle of the night. And you're trying to pretend like you just got it all together. Oh, God. Let's go into the next one. The crossing energy, we start off with the Ace of Cups. Well, for somebody to be unbothered and for somebody to so-called be confused, we do have love here again. We do have love here again. And this is love that is coming in from the universe, because whenever we see the ace, a ace is gifts from the universe. And so um this is, here we go again with love. Love is here. Love is coming in, and we have it with the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is about rest, retreating. It's about a giving up. That okay. So this is what Spirit is doing, because these are moves based on spirit. This is energy coming in, because aces is gifts from the universe. This is movement, where this is outside of this person. And so this passion that this person is feeling with the Ace of Wands, this is something that's being given to them, projected onto them. And this is like, if this is a deity that is helping bring this relationship back together, this is energy coming to this person, reminding them of like how sex was, how love was, in this connection. Because over here, especially in the crossing energy, it is saying like these love memories and stuff is coming in so much that it's making this person give up. It's making this person give in. Where we're talking about a very stubborn person, very stubborn and hard-headed person, where this is universe bringing in memories, where this person is thinking about you all throughout the day. They're thinking about you at night, and this energy is just keep flowing in, and it's tiring this person out, that it's draining them. And it's to the point where this person is like, okay, look, they're giving into this energy. And now once they have gave into this energy, we have the Six of Wands here, which talks about victory and success. And it talks about coming in with public acknowledgement. And then even when we look at the clarifier, we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is just rushing in. It's just rushing in. And when the Knight of Swords, and Knight of Swords is very fast. I believe the Knight of Swords is faster than any other knight in the deck. Let me process that. Because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. The Knight of Wands is the most impulsive. The Knight of Swords is what we have now, which is very fast because it's attacking the mind. Who are we missing? And the Knight of Cups is emotional. So yeah, the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest one. And so this person, why are we playing the funk, baby? Why are we playing the funk? Love do not have to be this complicated. Because this is someone, they are getting these love messages. This is someone that Spirit is not letting up. And it's mainly because this is a twin flame. And Spirit is not letting up. This is someone that is remembering the shit out of you. They're remembering you. They're remembering the things that you have done. They are remembering the things that you have said. They are remembering the outings and the memories and the dates and everything this person is remembering, and it is tiring them the shit out. It is tiring them the fuck out. And this person is in the process of they're giving into this energy. And now all of a sudden, they awake to getting victory and success in this connection. And they're coming in very headstrong. The Knight of Swords is not taking no for an answer. No, this is a motherfucker that's not going to take no for an answer. This is someone that's saying, bitch, spirit said, you mine, get the fuck up on this horse. This is someone that's not taking no for an answer, but this is someone that has tried to fight their hardest. This is someone that ignored you. They left you on red. They avoided your messages. They gave you the goddamn silent treatment. This is someone that has really placed distance between you. But you have as the hidden emotion that this person wants to come in with an apology asking for forgiveness. Spirit, I can't with this energy. This is someone that is pretending like crazy. They are pretending like they don't care, but they are getting their ass kicked emotionally. This is someone that they have tried their hardest to ignore these signs, because you have two signs here. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Both are signs. These are signs from universe. This is someone that's like a movie in their head, replaying the sex that you had. And even if you were never sexual with this person, this is someone that is imagining sex with you, with the Ace of Wands being here. And then the Ace of Cups, they're replaying all of the things that, you know, all of the things that you did. There's great love here, but there's a strong mass. There's a strong mass here. This person is ignoring you. They put you out in the cold by not responding to any of your messages and stuff like that. But this person wants to come in and they want to ask for forgiveness. Oh, Jesus. Why? Um, I don't know. In the crowning energy, we start off with the Fool card, that there's going to be a new beginning, only for it to be followed by the Tower. Only for it to be followed by the Tower. This is somebody that's about to meet up and y'all about to fight and argue, boy. It's about to be a big fight. Somebody is going to come in and they're going to argue the shit out of you. Because even with their coming back, it's going to be a mask. This is someone that instead of saying, I love you and I missed you and I want you back, this is someone that's going to come in with a fight and an argument. Bitch, I left my shoe at your goddamn house. Give me my fucking shoe back. You steal fucking shoes. You a shoe thief, motherfucker. This is what this person, and all of that is really conveying, I love you and I miss you. And I just need an opportunity to see you face to face. This is someone that's going to come in with an argument. And this is how they're going to start a new beginning. They're going to start a new beginning in the most chaotic way possible. Somebody is going to fight with you in order to show you how much they love you. Ooh, Jesus. This is some chaotic shit. This toxic. This is a toxic love. That's a twin flame for you. That is a twin flame for you. That is a twin flame. Oh, that's a twin flame for you. Somebody gonna argue. This is about to be a big argument. And it's gonna come in fast with the Tower card being here. Tower card is very fast. Tower card is faster than any one of them. Tower card to me is faster than the Chariot. It's faster than the Eight of Wands. It's faster than any knight. Somebody is about to come in and quickly start an argument. There's about to be fights. This is a this is an argument. This could be the only way that this person know how to communicate. This is probably the only way that this person know how to communicate. And like, this is gonna be toxic as shit. This is someone that can come to your house to argue with you, but they're arguing with you, but their body language is not matching the argument. That this is someone that's gonna argue, but then at the same time they're putting their hand around your waist, and you like, what? I thought we were arguing. This is someone that is going to argue with you, get all up in your face, lip to lip, where you could tell that they want to kiss you. And this person could be the type where they will do that, and they're just like, oh, I'm hoping that you shut me the fuck up just by kissing me. I'm hoping that you just shut me up and just by kissing me. But that is what this person is going to do. This person is going to come in and argue. That is their toxic love. This is that person toxic love. And it's like the moment you kiss them, it's like now all of a sudden the arguing stop and y'all fucking. But I don't know why it's so important for this person that it's like they want you to make the move. They want you to make the first move. Where this is someone that you could have completely walked away from this person and stopped talking to them. You like, okay, look, if you're not gonna check my messages, if you're not gonna call me back and you got me blocked and all I can do is leave voicemails and stuff like that, then fine. I'm gonna leave you alone. I got the message. I'm gonna stop talking to you. And now all of a sudden this person is like, why did you stop calling? Well, bitch, you got them blocked. You're not returning any messages. Why would they continue? What sane person would continue communicating with somebody that is showing they don't want to be communicated with? What sane person would do some shit like that? And what is so fucked up in your mind that you think that somebody would do this shit? How was your mom and dad relationship? Let's kind of go back to the beginning of this reading. How was your mom and dad relationship? Because this some toxic ass shit. Was one of them that submissive that they chased the other person like that? And now this is what you see as love? And this is what you're expecting from the collective? This is some toxic shit. But this is someone that is gonna they're coming in. This is someone that cannot stand being out of your presence any longer. But they're coming in and they're gonna this is somebody that's gonna come in the most toxic way. And it's only to start an argument. This is someone that's gonna they're gonna start a big argument. But we have as a clarifier, we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all about manifestation. This is about to be manifested. This is about to come to life. Honey, this is about to come to life. And the thing is, this person is planning this thing out. Ugh. This person is somebody coming. Okay. Get ready for an argument. All right. So we have as the we have as the hidden emotion, is still so it's still so them. Let's just put it like that. We have as the hidden emotion, we have, this person is hoping to manifest. And you have the Page of Pentacles here. We have two cards, a manifestation here, where the other person is manifesting you, not you manifesting them. This person is manifesting and hoping for this new beginning. We see sunflowers everywhere. Sunflowers is the energy of Oshun. And so this could be someone that could be praying to Oshun or praying to some type of love deity. But they're hoping for this thing to come back. But at the end of the day, we do have cursed here as well. This is someone that's dealing with some witchcraft. This is someone that's dealing with some witchcraft. Now we did have, when I asked that question, why do we have this bluffing? We did have that Page of Wands here. And the Page of Wands is a witch. But the Page of Wands to describe a witch is not that powerful. Baby, you're not that powerful. You're very inexperienced. But you did something here, but very inexperienced. Not that powerful, baby. Not that. You know what I'm saying? But you did something to this person. It's funny because even when you look at the picture, you got this look pumpkin, and then you got the big pumpkin with the smoke coming out. The look pumpkin, to me, it represents the Page of Wands. It represents that person. Not that powerful, baby. You small, but you got a little might to you. But at the end of the day, we're still comparing that to a King and Queen of Wands, which is the other person, and then you're being seen as the Emperor. And so it's like, especially compared to the Emperor, the Page of Wands is nothing. I mean, the Page of Wands will never be able to compare with the Emperor. The Emperor is the combination of all four of the kings. It is higher than the King of Wands. Hmm. We have as the Oracle card, we have bad habits. It talks about drugs. I can tell you now, because this talks about an argument too. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody end up drunk calling you. I think this person is going to end up being drunk. I mean, or they could be high or, oof. I can deal with weed. Now, you want something else, baby, you just gonna be arguing with the voicemail because we not doing no crack cocaine or anything like that. No, that's just a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like go through rehab and stuff first, But with bad habits, I think that this is somebody that's gonna end up, this is somebody that's gonna end up calling you, drunk. Someone calling you drunk. This is gonna be someone that's gonna they're gonna be drunk. I think that this is how this person is gonna get their courage. This is how they're gonna get their courage in order to approach you. This person is gonna end up getting their courage to approach you by being drunk. That because this is someone that needs something to blame. This is a person that needs something to blame. Where if you're not going to come to me, then I can't say, oh, the only reason I'm with you is because you chased me down. So it's like I can put the blame on you. But if you have moved on and now you have taken the signs that this person gave you, you know, this is someone that they like I can always put the blame on the alcohol. So if I come and you reject me, I can be like, "Oh bitch, please. Like I was drunk. I was only over there because I was drunk." This person needs something to blame. They need something to take the blame for just in case. because this is somebody that don't want to take accountability and responsibility. But as much as this person is going to like, this is just going to be something really crazy, that this is someone that's going to come in drunk, they're going to want to start an argument, but then their body language is going to be off, because their words is going to be saying, I'm pissed off and mad at the world. That's the mask. But then their body language is going to be saying, let's fuck, I miss you. But then this person is eventually going to end up giving an apology, because you have apology here. Huh. Why? I don't know. We have as the in the challenge position. This is too loaded. We have in the challenge position, we have the Six of Cups, where this is someone that's reminiscing about the past. And specifically about the past, they're reminiscing about the Emperor. Baby, where have you been? Where have you gone? I mean, that's what they saying. Baby, where have you been? Where have you gone? Okay, well, bitch, I left because you blocked me. You wouldn't return my phone calls. You wouldn't return my messages, and clearly it looked like you moved on. And so I decided to move on with my life. Like, how do you not get that? The math is mathing, but in your mind, somehow it's not. How is the math not mathing? You did this, so I did that. You know, how do we not get that? Why is this so confusing to you? How is your parents' relationship? That's what I just really want to keep going back and asking. Like, how is your parents' relationship? Because you are mimicking this behavior off of something. Something gave you this behavior. So, how is your parents' relationship? But this is someone that's reminiscing about the past. They're reminiscing about the emperor. This is someone, you're older. You're older than this person. You're older, you're more mature than this person. Even though the bad habits got, all the drugs in there, the needles and everything else, somehow spirit is telling me that this is more of like a drunk. And not really necessarily a drunk. This is someone that's just using it. This is just someone that's using it to kind of escape what it is that they feel. But it's the very thing that they're escaping to avoid feeling, is going to be the very thing that consume them, and is going to aid in starting communication back, because now it's going to end up being liquid courage. But I'm telling you, this person is going to be, it's going to be so off. Where this person is this person is going to literally argue with you, but everything else is going to be, it's not going to match. The words is going to be argument, but the body language is going to be, let's fuck. Like, especially if this is face to face, spirit is just keep showing me, like, this is somebody that's going to get all up in your face, where they're going to be arguing and then doing the movement where they want to kiss you, where it's like, yeah, and and it's like, what the fuck? Do you want to argue or kiss? Which one? And it's going to be like the moment you kiss this person, it's like, boom, all the arguing and stuff like that is going to stop. But and then the next thing you know, I miss you, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a dumb nigga. Oh no. This is crazy. This is crazy. Somebody is gonna, it's so toxic, man. But you do have, you do have the King of Wands here. You have the King of Wands here with the Page of Swords. Now, this is the thing that, where, in this section, this could be talking about another relationship, where this could be, two guys, where The collective that I'm talking to is an emperor, and you are with or was messing around with a younger guy that's very attractive. This is going to be a very attractive and sexy guy. You know, this could be someone that, a lot of people like them for their looks or for their bodies, but it's saying that this person is getting ready to come back and communicate. Now, on the other hand, because we already have the Queen of Wands that came out, and the Queen of Wands can't come back out the second time within the same deck, this could just be the Queen of Wands again being represented by the King of Wands, which is saying that a Queen of Wands then is going to end up communicating. And so, when it comes to things like this, it's take what resonates. Take what resonates with your situation. You know, this is a older guy that is you that a younger guy is getting ready to communicate, or the divine masculine. Keep in mind, now the emperor divine masculine don't have to be a male. Now that's another thing too. I'm just looking at the gender of the card right now because the person is male. Now the divine masculine can be a female. So you're a older male or female that's getting ready to receive a younger male that's going to communicate. Oof. And this person wants the 10 of Cups. This is someone that want to come back in balance. This is someone that want harmony. Now, this energy is coming from their perspective, not necessarily yours. This person is thinking that you're going to reject them. And like I said, this is a behavior where this person needs somebody to blame. And this person feels that you're going to reject them, and so everything that they do is going to come from a point from, for in case you reject me, I can say, bitch, I was never missing your ass. They're going to always resort back to the bluff. They're going to always resort back to the mask. For just in case you reject them, for in case you say that, nope, I can't do it, I don't trust you anymore, it's too much, water under the bridge done fucking collapse, I can't even get back over there on that side. For just in case you say that, this is someone that is just like, they have their guards up. They need something to blame. And they're going to say, bitch, the only reason I'm over here is because of this alcohol. And you know how I get when I drink. But it's going to be like, no, you drunk purposely to get this liquid courage in order to be able to have this conversation. Ugh. Ugh, this is somebody. We have moving on. This is someone that's moving on from whatever connection they're in, so this is someone that's ready to come back. They're preparing themselves to come back, but you would never know. They're not letting you know that. you know they're not letting you know that. You have the, Three of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck, where this person feels so lost. This is someone that feels so lost right now. They feel like they don't have no direction. They feel that, this is someone that's out of it. You have, fake flexing at the bottom of the deck, and then right under that, look, you got the Five of Pentacles right under that. This person feels completely left out in the cold. But then right under that, you have the Four of Wands, that this person is ready to come back home. Nigga, then why are you flexing? Why are you fake flexing like that? It's like, whatever. It is what it is. Not my story. It is what it is. This is someone that's fake flexing with money. This is someone that's, trying to, pretend like they got money and stuff like that. But, Spirit is saying that this motherfucker is broke as hell. This is a broke bitch. This is a broke nigga. But they gonna fake like they got some, You know, they gonna fake like they got some money, but this a broke ass nigga. That's a broke ass nigga. I can tell you that. You know, this is a twin flame connection. Should have known what how toxic it was. When are they not toxic? You know, tell me that. When are they not toxic? Oh, this was too much. This was too much. I want to just ask a couple of more questions just for the people in the back. You know what I'm saying? Because the people in the back probably like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm in the front and I'm saying the same thing. Oh God. I'm in the front saying the same thing. I need to go back there with the people on the back and maybe we can compare notes or something because shit. You know, it's like, what the hell? Why do we gotta be this, you know, complicated? Why did love don't have to be this complicated? We make things more complicated than what it had to be, you know. But expect a drunk visitor in some type of way. This is someone that's gonna come back with some, and it's all because they don't want to. This is somebody that want to admit what it is that they feel, but they don't want to let it out. This is someone that's very hard with being vulnerable, saying what's on their mind, being emotional. This is someone that's very hard with just letting people know what it is that they feel. What is it that this toxic ass person feel about the collective? All right, so what is it that the what is it that this toxic ass person feel about the collective spirit? We have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant could be a card of marriage as well. Let's see what the clarifier is going to be with the Hierophant of what, you know, this person feels. And the Hierophant is the card of just the Hierophant is the card of God as well, where you know this could be a deity in the mix, but this is how they feel. You know, how this person feel. This person could feel, you know, marriage. The Hierophant is the card of traditions. You know, and then the clarifiers want to be everything under the goddamn sun. The clarifiers, we have the, you know, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is, again, it's an interferer within a connection. This is a third party connection. This is a third party interferer. But then you have it paired again with the Seven of Swords, that this is someone that's going to sneak away from this connection. This is someone that could be sneaking away from this person, coming to you drunk, because that's what we got in the last reading. And this person is going to work hard on this connection. Now, this is someone that's, you know, the Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. And then the Eight of Pentacles is mastery of a skill too. Now, this could be mastery of some damn manipulation, but this is someone that know how to get their ass back through a door. So you got the Eight of Pentacles here, and then you have um the Hangman, which is once again Pisces energy, and you know this is a new perspective. So this is someone that's going to come in with a new perspective, but once again, the Hangman is a new perspective once that someone's world has been completely turned upside down, and so this is someone that their life is not the best right now. You know, what is it that, you know, what is the next move that this person? What is the next move that this person is going to make? What is the next move? What is the next move, Spirit? What is the next move that this person is going to make? No, that's too big of a book. What is the next move that this person is going to make? Too big of a book. What is the next move that this person is gonna make? I'm not trying to get half of the deck to convey a message. We done already went through half of the deck. Once again, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Fruit of Labor. We have Reminiscing of the Past, which is the Six of Cups. And then once again, we have the King of Wands that's getting ready to communicate. This is someone that's getting ready to communicate because there's a heaviness. There's a heaviness. This person is stuck in the past. It's something you did. It's some things that you did that was good because the Nine of Pentacles, this person is just reflecting on everything that you did for them. You could have did a lot for this person. They're reflecting on everything that you did for them, and this person is getting ready to come in and communicate. And then we have the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords in reverse, which talks about compromising, reconciliation, moving on. The solution to a conflict, and so it's saying that this is the clarifier of what this person is going to end up. But this person is going to end up compromising. They're going to end up finding a solution to this problem. I'm telling you, this is going to be an argument that's going to lead to fucking. It's going to start as an argument, but this is going to end up leading to fucking. And now all of a sudden we got the three of wands in the upright. Now we got the three of wands in the upright at the bottom of the deck, which is direction, and you have it paired with the king of cups, getting the emotional stability that they need. And this is someone with clarity. I'm telling you, this is someone that's gonna come in. They're gonna argue, and just like Spirit was showing me, that this person is gonna be arguing just face to face with you, and yeah, and you. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Should have never did it. That's how this thing gonna be. This is so I mean, it's so toxic. It is so goddamn toxic. It's just like, how is your parents' relationship? Like, how did they solve problems? Oh God. Oh God. You know what? Let's see what the angel numbers are. Maybe the angel numbers might give us some. Maybe some angel numbers will give us some revelation. We have unique skill. We have 1441. It's that time of intense self development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but patience make you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of high priority right now. Oh, I forgot to show you the card. And then the card at the bottom of the deck, it will be 666 reflection. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimistic self assurance and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Ooh, animal spirit. The moon, it talks about intuition. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Bottom of the deck, we have Frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. Ooh, ooh, this was a lot. Whatever. I'm not taking a book. All right. Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole life thing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Card at the bottom of the deck. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Well, oh God, that is it. That is it, y'all. That was a lot. That was a lot. Mm. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm out. Get ready for an argument that's gonna turn into pussy popping.